Podcasting from the Chicagoland area, this is Game On with Jackson Stuart, where we discuss men's lifestyle, focusing on sex, fitness, relationships, business, and more. We'll be interviewing the best of the best, the hot shots, and the rising stars in the worlds of modeling, fitness, cooking, and more. Influencers who are discussing keeping it sexy while at the top of their game. I'm your host, Jackson Stuart. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the game. What if you could be a better player for the cost of one more cup of coffee a month? Get access to a growing library of lit erotica, behind-the-scenes action, and player's guides with tips on drinking, cooking, fitness, dating, sex, and life after dark. Low tier rate while offer lasts. Patreon.com, Game On with Jack. Keep it sexy and game on.
It's not that I don't care. Need to shut down to keep you out of my mind. Strange to be here alone. Yeah, a place that we used to go all the time. I need to do this alone, so just stop calling me up. Just realize that we're done. Don't go.
Good people, sexy people, welcome to the first 2023 podcast of Game On with Jackson Stuart. I'm so glad that you guys are here. So happy myself to be here. I know some people had a rough 2022, but I'm hoping that everybody, has a kick-ass 2023. I think every year is a big start for possibilities. I get a little leery about the whole idea of resolutions because, I believe that you can pick any time in your life to start something new, to change things completely. And I don't think that you have to wait for a clock to hit midnight to do that. But there is a large worldwide community shared perspective that a new year is new you, new chances. So let's ride that wave a little bit in tonight's show. 2023, how to kick its ass. And before we get into that, excuse me, definitely guys, I'd really appreciate if you go to youtube.com, Game On with Jack. Tons of videos up there, content you're not getting here on the show, content you're not seeing on the blog. Subscribe, like, follow, really appreciate it. Patreon.com/Game On with Jack. Subscribe now to get Game On guides. Totally gonna be blowing that thing up this year. Gotta put in some more work there. The blog is taking off. The blog is hot. GameOnWithJack.blog. Twitter handle at Game On with Jack. And the brand new player shop. Definitely, there are tons of cool things there for you to buy for yourself, for friends, for, the other guys in your life that have meant a lot to you, the players who have taught you a lot. GameOnWithJack.shop. So check them out. Give me feedback. If there's a topic that you want me to cover, or a guest you want me to interview, you can send me a message on any of those platforms, and I will get it, and I will see if it's something I can accommodate, and more than likely, I'll be very happy to do it. So, it's 2023, and you're ready to kick some ass. You want to, do you better, be a better you, have a better year, have better relationships, have better finances, better communications, better health, all that stuff. And whether you're looking to up your game at work or get in shape or just be the best you can be, or you just want to try some new stuff, there are plenty of ways to make that happen. So here are 20 ways, let's just jump right into it, to kick ass in 2023. So and this is not necessarily in order, but, I think in the way that we've got these ranked out or listed, they all kind of build on each other. So, first up, set clear goals. The first step in achieving anything is to know exactly what you want to accomplish. And, you can't hit a bullseye if you don't know where it is, if you don't know how far it is, if you don't know what you're aiming with. So take some time to think about, your long-term goals, your short-term goals. What do I want to do in 2023 for the whole year? What do I want to do in February of 2023 or January or whatever? What do I want to do this week? And take your long-term goals and break them down into smaller, more manageable steps. And that's really the key towards achieving something. Because if you look at, let's say, you want to run a marathon this year. And if you look at just all that a marathon requires, it's easy to just shut down and go, well, hell, I'm never going to do that. And, you go out there and you haven't ran in God knows how long. And you try and run 26 miles one day, you're going to fall out somewhere. You're going to drop dead and you might quit, especially if you drop dead. But if you look at, you find a good training program to build up to get to that point, I think you'd be pleasantly surprised how a giant task can be broken down to a smaller task and it doesn't seem as insurmountable. So definitely set some clear goals. Make a plan. So once you know what you want to achieve, it's time to come up with how to get there. Like if you were building a house, you want a house with so many rooms and take up so much square footage. Okay, now make a plan to build it. So this might involve setting some specific targets, creating a timeline, identifying resources that you'll need and people that you might need to meet all of these things to succeed. And, in the course of making a plan, get in your head who you have to be to succeed, to pull this plan off. You're going to be a different creature by the time this thing is done. And it will help if you become that creature first. And then the things that he could do will be all that much easier. Next step, stay organized. Next tip to kick ass in 2023. Stay organized. So staying organized is the key to achieving your goals. Whether you prefer to use a planner, a digital calendar, a whiteboard, hell, all the above. I'm technical, but I still like a piece of paper. I still like a planner. I still like a good pen. God, I love a good pen. I'm into pens now, but, go to Walgreens, Target, Walmart, anywhere. Jump on Amazon. There are tons of planners you can order. And, or just get a blank notebook and just write things out yourselves. There's no reason why you should get stuck looking for a planner. Just a piece of paper and a pen. You're not going to make a mistake. You may find one planner is better than another or more suits your style, but don't get frozen looking for a good journal or a good planner. Whatever it might be, find a system that works for you and stick with it. And it's okay if you find that this type of planner doesn't work and you want to change to a digital planner. One of the best keys towards playing the game and winning the game is knowing when to be rigid, but also knowing when to be fluid. And I learned from somebody once that of matters of great importance, you want to be rigid. All other matters, fluid. Next step, get enough sleep. Yeah, we've all heard this one before, right? So sleep is important, right? It's essential for physical and mental health. When you sleep, your body repairs itself, your mind repairs itself, your body and your thoughts rest. For some of us, they race. And it's crucial for peak performance. Anybody who's the GOAT of their game, if we're talking about Tom Brady, we're talking about Michael Jordan, we're talking about LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, I'm gonna go some throwbacks, man. We're talking Walter Payton, Muhammad Ali, the Klitschko brothers, Evander Holyfield, anybody who's at the peak of their game, those guys will tell you that they get sleep. Because if you don't rest, your body's never recharging. If it's not recharging, then when you need it to be the highest level machine it can be, it's going to fail you because you failed it. You have not gotten enough sleep. So most specialists are going to say you want to shoot for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Make sure you create a sleep-friendly environment by keeping your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Turn off the damn phone. Don't lay in bed looking at it. God, there's so many apps out there to help you with sleep. White noise apps. Apps that will study your sleep while you're unconscious and let you know how you did. You know, your Fitbits, your Apple Watches will tell you how you sleep. My sleep is so bad, I don't even look at the app anymore. I'm like, ugh. But, you know, and also incorporate ways to rest during the day. Now, don't go to your boss and be like, hey, Jack told me I need to sleep at work, but there's ways to meditate to rest. You know, consider maybe a quick nap at lunch, you know, to just recharge your cells and realize too that we all don't do the same thing the same way. Like I don't sleep like normal people. But I do, you know, during lunch, I might catch a 10-minute nap. And for me, that's like 4 hours. So try to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep, but also listen to your body because your body is different than everybody else's. And I'll throw this on there. Go get a physical this year. Talk to your doctor about your sleep. There's tons of new medical breakthroughs about how we sleep and how we rest and rejuvenate. So take advantage of some of those. Next up, eat a healthy diet. You know, your body's a machine. If you put shit fuel in the machine, it ain't going to work too long. What you eat can have a huge impact on your energy levels, your focus, your overall health and well-being. So focus on incorporating fruits, right? Vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains into your diet, and limit your intake of processed food and sugary foods. Nobody's telling you you can never touch McDonald's, you can never touch Burger King. God, Burger King is so good. I had some today. You can never touch alcohol, but you gotta balance is kind of a exercising futility, but you want a harmony with your body and your diet. Fruits and vegetables. You know, I hate green peas, but I like broccoli. Like, there's things out there for everybody to try. Stop being a 6-year-old kid who doesn't want to eat his fruits and veggies. Get out there and try some new things. Exercise. Kicking ass in 2023. You better be in shape to do it. Regular exercise means, you know, or I should say it yields numerous benefits, right? Like the obvious, improve physical health. But also like mental clarity, like your mind works better when you're in better shape and you exercise. Your stress reduces greatly when you exercise. People could say, I saw this guy in the gym, Jackson, and he was about to have a stroke or a heart attack lifting weights. Well, he's exerting stress on his body at that moment. But when your body is in better shape, it handles stress better and your mind handles stress better. So aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. But also don't forget, you got to have rest days in there. Because if you don't have rest days for your body, that's almost like for you overall not sleeping. Your body has to have rest days. You cannot work your body out constantly every day of the week, intensely. And listen to it. You know, I'm a gym rat. I love working out. But there's days my body is like, not today. And I know the difference of when I can push myself or when I can do damage to myself. So listen to your body about rest days. There's so many types of exercise opportunities. You can lift weights, you can run, you can do yoga, you can do HIIT training, you can do kickboxing. There's tons of things out there. Explore. You know, people tend not to work out because they get bored. They're like, oh my God, sitting on or, you know, running on a treadmill for 45 minutes is boring. Well, then run outside. If run outside is too hard on you, then try a HIIT class. A lot of gyms, now that, you know, we've kind of got a handle on COVID, are opened back up. And sometimes they give just free classes to, you know, for you to try it out. And you're going to find something. You're going to get hooked. And it's going to be your new thing. So go out there and find some stuff. Next up, take breaks. It's so important for you to take breaks in your life, whether it just be physical, mental, emotional. You got to recharge. You got to refocus. It could be a quick walk around the block. It could be a longer vacation. It could be a 2-minute meditation with breathing exercises. You got to make sure you give yourself time to rest and relax. We're just now really putting an emphasis on self-care. We used to think, oh, like you need time off. That's bullshit. You're just stressed out or just get over it, or you're just weak or looking for a way to take a day off. No, like self-care is a real thing. If COVID taught us nothing else, it taught us to take care of ourselves. So definitely incorporate taking breaks. Your life cannot just be go, 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 workout, 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 diet, or eat a healthy diet. You gotta take some breaks. Live a little shit. That's why you're here. Next step for kicking ass in 2023, learn something new. I love this one, even though I wrote it. Learning something new is a great way to keep your mind sharp and stay engaged. I love every day I try and throw in something new like crossword puzzles or Sudoku or something to just challenge my brain a little bit. Consider taking a class, learning a new skill, pick up an instrument, read a book, learn about a topic that interests you. We live in an age now where information is almost impossible to not be bombarded by. Your smartphone, jump on YouTube. I guarantee you could think of an activity, look it up on YouTube, and somebody's got a whole channel on it. And that's like free knowledge. You want to make sure the person knows what the hell they're talking about, that they're an expert. But, it's out there. And don't forget, libraries still exist, and they're free, people. Go to the library, get a library card, take out some books, read, expand your mind. And learn something new. And let me add on to that. Learn something new that's good. Don't just give your brain shit, because if you give your brain shit, it's like giving your body shit. You want to give your brain a healthy diet. Inspirational information, motivational information, info on topics that you are interested in that you want to expand upon. Maybe you're starting a business, or maybe you're starting a new hobby. Read about it. Read biographies that inspire you to do more, to do better. And there's literally no limit to what you can achieve and who you can be with this kind of mentality. So important is the next point for 2023's ass kick. Surround yourself with supportive people. God, yes. The people you spend time with have a tremendous impact on your mindset and your motivation. Surround yourself with people who support you, encourage you, and you gotta let go of those toxic relationships that are holding you back. Even if they're people you love, even if they're people in your family, that doesn't mean you go like, fuck you guys, never talk to me again. But maybe you cut back on how much you see them, or maybe you cut back on, excuse me, how much their words and activities impact you. But that saying is true. Like, if you hang around 4 idiots, you're gonna be the 5th one. You hang around 6 negative people, you're going to be the 7th one. Birds of a feather flock together. Those are very true idioms, I think is the right term for that. So get around people who inspire you. I cannot talk to these guys. People who inspire you, people who educate you. You don't want to be the smartest person in the room. You want to be able to sit with people who level you up. And here's the thing. Maybe you can't get around supportive people, but you can bring supportive people into your life with YouTube, with books, with the internet, with the countless channels and resources at your fingertips. You can read enough that you would swear to God you had Mahatma Gandhi in front of you, Mother Teresa in front of you, JFK, Martin Luther King Jr., just people who in our history have been inspirational. You can read so much that these people are there with you. And you're not having dinner with them, but they are one of the people that are, quote unquote, supporting you. So be around them. Practice gratitude. God, I can never say this enough. I say it a lot to remind myself, but focus on the things you've got and be grateful for them. And stay positive and stay motivated. Gratitude is a huge, powerful force, and we often take it for granted. Start a gratitude journal. Don't overcomplicate it, but start one like now and just write 5 things every day that you're grateful for. And before you go to bed, think about those 5 things and be grateful for them. And, talk about what you're grateful for with other people. So many people just talk about what they're negative about, what they're afraid of, what they hate, and then express gratitude in other people for things that you damn well know nobody's thanking them for. Or compliment people on things, like the person giving you your food at the window, they've been catching shit all day. They're probably stressed out because some fool just yelled at them because their nuggets are cold. If they got nice nails, say, hey, by the way, nice nails. Or, hey, it's a cool shirt. Or, hey, thank you for some hot food. I appreciate it. Like, just be grateful, practice gratitude, because the people that are doing stuff for you don't have to be doing it. You need to practice gratitude, like almost to the point that people are like, oh my God, like that guy is so grateful for everything, because it really will change your life. I mean, not to make gratitude a selfish thing, but if you're more grateful, your life gets better. And I really cannot stress that enough. Next up, take care of your mental health. This goes back to sleep. This goes back to self-care, taking breaks, but we're just barely now as a species understanding that mental health is as important as physical health. And it's crucial to practice self-care and to prioritize self-care. This might, mean that you have to go meditate, that you practice mindfulness, being in the moment, seeking support from friends or a therapist. There's nothing wrong with therapy. Shit, your boy Jackson has gone through therapy. But you have to find healthy ways to handle stress. And your mental health it's just so important. And if you are struggling with mental health, go get help. There's no reason that you should struggle. Don't accept it as like, well, this is the way my family's always been. My mom was like this. My dad was like this. No, bullshit. You've got resources. Use them. Get help. You are so important to people that you may not even realize how important you are. And if you're not doing well, then their lives are suffering because they want you to do well and they need you. So, player, take care of your mental health. Next up, manage your time effectively. Oh, ain't that the kick? Excuse me. Time management is key to maximizing productivity, to achieving your goals, and just to life in general. Like if you can't manage time, you can't manage your life. You're going to be late for appointments. You're going to be behind the step in picking up your kids or taking out your wife or your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. Seeing people, taking care of projects at work. Like manage your time and consider using tools like to-do lists. I love to-do lists. Every environment I'm in, I have a to-do list there for that particular environment. And I'm rigid about it. Like I'm not crazy about it, but I'm rigid. Like I want to get these things done. And I've got it prioritized by like things that have to get done today, things that have to get done this week, things that have to get done this month. And I block out time where it's like, this is what I'm working on for this project. And your man Jackson is a multitasking addict. Like I should be an octopus, so I'd have more arms, but I'm trying to change that approach because, for example, if you're making a bed, but then you want to go and do laundry, but then you want to go to, you find that you're doing a bunch of things all at the same time and not doing any of them really all that well. I multitask, but when I'm on a task, I'm on that task. If I'm making the bed, I'm making the bed. And then I'll jump over and finish the laundry when the bed is done. So manage your time. It's so important. And like I said, all these kind of feed onto each other. All these kind of build. If you sleep well, you can manage your time. But when you manage your time, you also make sure you're leaving time to sleep, time to rest, time to take care of yourself and practice self-care. Time to write in your gratitude journal, but your gratitude journal helps out with your mental health. And your mental health can help you go exercise, but going to exercise also helps your mental health. So all of these are like great big giant strands of actions that can help you kick ass in 2023. Find work-life balance. So important to have a healthy balance between work and the rest of your life. You know, you don't live to work, you work to live. Your job is to supplement your life. Now, hopefully you do something you enjoy and you love it, and that's great and that's amazing. But just make sure that, you know, you leave room to live. You leave room to have relationships outside of work. You leave room to build and explore other hobbies and ideas outside of your work. Make sure you set boundaries and you carve out time for hobbies, friends, and family. Some of us have jobs that, you know, could easily, you know, call you in the middle of the night or say something's up or try and get you to, you know, take care of something outside of your normal hours, but you have to kind of go, no. And you kind of have to stand up to that. And you have to, you know, make sure that you set those boundaries and that you expect them to be respected. Because, look, the people that you work with may love you and care about you, but to your job, you are just a person. And you could drop dead tomorrow, and the advertisement for your job will be out faster than your obituary. Because your office is a soulless construct. The people have souls. The people are going to miss you, but your job will not, because your job is your job. So balance it out, man. You know, balance out that work in their life. It's so important. It's so key. And too many people, especially men, you know, it's easy to just be about the job because you define yourself by your job. You define yourself by what you make and your title, and you could blink and then you retire and you ain't got shit. You don't have people who love you. You don't have people who are at home waiting for you to come home. So balance that out. It's very important. Last two steps for kicking ass. Stand up for yourself. Standing up for yourself is so important. If you've ever followed any of the discussions I've had here about, you know, alpha males and, you know, the wolf-like mentality, and one of the key things that I consider to be an alpha male characteristic is that an alpha male can stand up for himself, right? An alpha male can go, yeah, I don't like that, or stop doing that, or, you know, you don't disrespect me. And I like that. And you have to be able to stand up for yourself. Go back to listen to Dr. Michael Preiser talk about the nice guy versus the good guy, the Clark Kent versus the Superman. It's so important to be assertive and advocate for yourself in both your personal and professional life. You got to have boundaries, and you have to expect and demand that people respect those boundaries. And you have to give respect in turn. And don't be afraid to speak up and express your needs and your boundaries. You know, like the work-life thing. Maybe you got a jackass boss who thinks, or coworker or team who thinks that your life doesn't mean anything and they can dump all the work on you and you're going to work late. And, you know, if you don't want to do that, you're not required to. Then, you know, stand up for yourself. Say, no, hey guys, I've been doing all this work. It's not fair. I need this time for X. Or, you know, especially with guys, maybe you're hanging out with a guy and he's a dick. He's an asshole. He likes to rag on you, right? Every time you guys go out, it's like, oh my God, he's here. He wants to give you some shit. Be assertive and say, look, man, real talk. I don't appreciate the way you talk about me. I kind of like you to chill. You can be assertive without being a dick. You can be a good guy, but don't be a nice guy, because nice guys tend to get ran over. And that's not something that you want to. Yes, I'm actually sending out an email right now. That's not something that you want to experience in 2023, especially not to be a player like the player that you want to be. So, last step for kicking ass in 2023 is seek out new opportunities. Boom. So important. And this kind of goes back to a little bit of everything. Like, you want to grow. You want to explore. the more you grow and the more new opportunities that you can find can lead towards stress management. Will require managing your time, can help you take care of your mental health, and will give you something to be grateful for. So once again, all of these ideas intertwine and wrap up and grow off of each other. Being open-minded can just give you so much more to your life. And the beautiful thing about being open-minded is that it can give you a world and a life that you deserve. Because I guarantee you, most of us are not living up to our full potential, not enjoying our lives, and not living lives that we deserve. So, take all these ideas, write them down, and use them. And I guarantee you, if you use these and to your best of your ability, you're going to make mistakes, but get back up on the horse and keep going. I guarantee you that you will be a different creature by the end of the year, and you'll be better off for it. And I'm so glad to have you guys here. I consider you guys in the audience following the whole game on idea and everything. I'm grateful for you guys, and I consider you guys people I'm grateful for. And I feel your energy and I feel your appreciation, and super excited for what this year is got in store. So once again, YouTube, Game On with Jack, Twitter, Game On with Jack, patreon.com/GameOnWithJack, and GameOnWithJack.shop, and GameOnWithJack.blog. So excited, guys. Let's get together and let's kick 2023's ass. You guys take care. Keep it sexy. Game on.